All right, so here we are, day one of my new reef tank build. So yeah, it was a bit of a hiatus there. I think it was 5 years ago, somewhere around there, that I put my video up saying that I'm moving houses, hoping to start a new tank. Well, yeah, life gets in the way, kids, all that kind of crap. So here we are. Finally, the house is pretty much done. I did the basement, my wife and I, right? She had a big part to play. She helped a lot. But the basement is done. This is where the tank is going to go. So it's kind of day one. About a couple weeks ago, my wife came to me and said, hey, look, we've got this space on this wall. We don't know what the heck to do with it. Stop your moaning, put your fish tank in there, because she hasn't wanted one again, because she's kind of worried that it would get out of hand like the last time, and I kind of agree with her, but this time I'm going to try and keep it manageable, right? So here we are. This is the wall. It's going to have about 100-gallon tank on it, is what I'm planning for, somewhere in the realm of 5 feet by 24 by 24 or by 20 by 20, something like that. I've got a guy who I've been talking to, and he's actually going to build the tank. An interesting thing, a friend of mine as well is also building a tank at the same time, or roughly the same time. He's got some other things going on. He's finishing his basement. He's going to make a room for his. Mine's going to be here. It's going to have traditional stand kind of thing. But there might be some videos of his coming up online too, if he's okay with it. So that'll be kind of cool to see the development of maybe not just one tank, but maybe two, with a lot of similarities, and just see how they differ. This is also kind of like the kids play workout basement movie TV room area. So a couple things I've had to consider is light. I don't want a giant glare from a fish tank on that TV when we're trying to watch movies, shows, playing games, whatever it is. So there's going to be actually a cabinet on the left-hand side, and all the plumbing on the tank is going to be on the left-hand side in that cabinet. So it's going to be flush against the wall. And there's going to be a hood, a canopy that I have an actuator which is going to lift it up electronically. There's going to be a bunch of DIY in this project. We'll see how that pans out. Got parts coming in the mail. I got my first shipment of stuff like a week ago, roughly. And yeah, here we are. It's go. We've bought stuff. It's on. That being said, this is going to be a slow build. I don't plan on actually stocking the tank until somewhere around June, July with its first fish, and then maybe somewhere around October for corals. So this is going to be super slow, and there's going to be all these kind of measured phases in between, although it is kind of picking up steam right now. I got my RODI 90 gallon per day. I got my salt. I'm going with the Red Sea Coral Pro salt. Kind of excited to try a different salt. I used, I think it was Sea Chem or something last time. It was a good salt, but this one, doing some reviews and stuff, sounds like it's worth a try. And that's going to be their own videos. I'm going to do videos on budgeting, stores, equipment, my thinking behind that, my justification for all that kind of stuff. So those are going to be separate. There's going to be separate videos, some for just the tank, its build, some for the tank and its development in terms of growth and fish health and that kind of stuff, livestock, and then some on dry goods, filtration, that kind of stuff. I want to keep things separate so people can watch what they're interested in and just skip the rest instead of these giant long videos. So yeah, that wood there is not for the tank. You might be thinking it is, but it is not. So this is going to be in this the heater room. I just put the lights in this morning because it was pretty dull, so I had to do some electrical. I got a bunch of old shop T8s kicking in here, which are nice. So this is the fish room area. I'm calling it fish room, no matter what my wife wants to call it or not call it. I'm gonna have counter space here, quarantine tanks, maybe frag tanks in the future, some shelving, a lot of the dry goods stuff's going in here. I got my 2 barrels. I actually bought these back in my first Rickets Reef, so these barrels have been kicking around for like 6 years. We're just waiting. They were under the stairs back there, just waiting for their day. And every time I'd look at them or move them, I'm like, oh, I really want a new tank. My wife would be like, shut up. So yeah, they're ready. I'm actually going to do my aquascape, and I'm going to throw them in there, and I'm going to start the cycle. I'm going to throw shrimp in there, some Microbacter 7, heater, pump. And so these rocks, my rocks, which, oh yeah, I forgot to show you. I got the carob sea base rock. No, I am not making my own rock this time because it took months just to become non-toxic last time, and I don't want to wait that long. And the price difference, this stuff's pretty cheap. You know, there's some good pieces. It's basically that Reef Saver Marco rock crap. And the carob sea is pretty much the same. This is the base rock, so it's just big clumps. I am going to do some cutting. I got some acrylic rods. I got my tile saw there. I got some Sawzall blades, and I'm going to be doing some pretty you know, intense aquascape stuff, trying to make it modular so I can disassemble and reassemble whenever I need or feel I need to keep things going. I'm also probably going bare bottom to keep things clean. So yeah, there's a lot of things still happening, and those will be their own videos. I'm going to get my RODI, is going to be up there. Please, you know, ignore my ghetto DIY stuff for the bathroom, as long as it's pretty on the other side. The RODI is going to connect to the PEX in there, and yeah, so it's a go. All this wood is basically for the shelving and stuff in the fish tank, in the fish room, and then the stand stuff will come later, probably in a month or so. I ordered the overflow last night, so I will be connecting to the tank builder within the next week or so. So that's where we are. It's time to go again. Pretty excited, pretty happy. I'll talk about my budget, my buying, all that kind of stuff in another video. So yeah, intro, day one. Later.